Namaste to all. Gonna try to be a bit more formal. Uh, so I'm actually redoing the video that I had previously uh, filmed, well, recorded on Tuesday. The reason I am redoing it is because I didn't realize I didn't have all the information that I wanted or needed. Um, but more importantly, because I've come to a revelation over the past several, over the past, I guess, maybe months, like at least a month or two. It's not that far back, but I've had dreams about, I guess, an ugly version of myself, which until today I didn't realize was m- how I saw myself, which so why I have the image over here of the like kids growing up and getting old and whatnot. I mean, I'm only like right here, so I'm like not too far into this thing. I use this image because I actually find it funny. I enjoy Thriller, but because how I grew up is I kind of always saw myself as ugly. I need to work on my self-image, my self-love for who I am and what I want to do. But it wasn't until today that I realized that the dreams I was having, there's two dreams in particular. Both dreams I saw a reflection of myself. And in both of those dreams, uh, well, one was me having like a eye growth or something on my forehead. The other was like my face was all like bloodied and looking bad. I I guess that was like me personally seeing myself as ugly in those dreams. And in both of those dreams, I woke up myself like I can wake myself up from dreams. And I woke up because I didn't like what I was seeing. And I think the second one, the one where I looked bloody and I actually was starting to feel like the pain of like that look. I think that one hit me a bit more because it was showing that I'm putting myself in pain because I see myself as ugly. And that is not helpful whatsoever to me. And I wanna I wanna do this self love stuff because over so I'm 28 years old now. I feel 23 or whatever, but I have never put in any effort to uh like how I looked. I've never put in any effort to try to look good or try to because I guess I just always saw myself as ugly. I mean, as I was growing up, I had different issues I need to, well, physical issues I needed to deal with, such as my, like, I needed to have a cast on my leg at a very young age, not a cast, a brace on my leg at a very young age, because my foot was facing the wrong way, but now it's facing correctly. Or, like, my, I had a pretty messed up mouth because of deformity or whatever. They did new treatments on me. I was going to like the orthodontist since 2 years of age, and so like now my mouth is fine. I can speak fine, but before I couldn't, and before I had a far worse speech impediment than I do now, and I guess that all ties into my own self-image that I was ugly, and that was all like through growing up in school and whatnot. And It's not who I want to be or who I should. It's not who I want to be, basically. So this comes with, so in a previous video I mentioned the dreamlike ward that will be descending upon us or whatnot. I now believe that it's not gonna be everyone. And the reason being is because the Dreamlike Ward is an individual thing for individual people. And it only happens, this is just my speculation, but it only happens when your pineal gland opens fully. It's fully open. And when it's fully open, your entire worldview changes. You're more spiritual, connected to your higher self, and more just aware of what is going on around you. I mean, I'm already pretty aware. My pineal gland is probably like half open or something, but it's only gonna fully open once I start to like love myself rather than see myself as ugly, which I'm in a far better financial situation than I've ever been over the past few years. I've gotten through my like tribulation or trauma that was I did myself. Eventually, I'll talk about that. Not now, but eventually. And it's just the revelation that those two dreams gave me about being ugly is bewildering. I didn't think that was a connection, but looking back, it definitely is. So the dreamlike world is individual. Each one of us will go through this individually if we fully open our pineal gland. And that only happens when we begin to become more aware of things and eat better foods and so forth. But there's one other tie-in that I was going to bring up, which is that we're all going to get like new bodies. Now, I previously thought this was going to be like a completely new body or something, but I now see it as the self-love thing I mentioned. It's when you look in the mirror, you see what you want to see. And so for ages or whatever, because both of those dreams I looked in the mirror, and both of those dreams I saw an ugly self, an ugly version of me, which isn't me. So I don't know. I'll do this. So whatever that is. So in both of those dreams, I saw an ugly version of me. So what is actually going to happen? This new body is not. This new body is going to be how I actually perceive myself. It's not going to be some physical change or whatever. It's just going to be once I like fully take in my self-love and I get over the idea that I am ugly, that and my pineal gland becomes fully open like in the dream world, that is when I'll get my new so it's I don't know, I'm far more enthusiastic about this video than I thought I would be or could be about these things. It's just it like came at a perfect time where I can actually express that feeling, those feelings about my self-love. But I need to work on it. I need to integrate it into my body, integrate it into just everything about me instead of just keep in the same repetitive motion saying I'm ugly, which I'm not. I don't know, I personally think I'm good looking, but that's to each their own. Um, there was another thing. But all of this ties into my video about talking about how rock isn't a rock. I didn't make the connection of the perception to my actual self until just now. I thought I would always look like this. But it wasn't until the Thor Dream where I saw a future version of me, a future more almost wild looking version of me in a photo, that I've realized what these three dreams are telling me. And that's telling me to start loving myself, basically. No, yeah. And then, so these videos are basically just all about helping people become more absorbent with the world that we live in. And by doing so, you will become more absorbent to just understanding everything. And in doing so, you can start manifesting. I'm manifesting like crazy. I know while at work, I didn't want to be in station. So I didn't want to be at the current station I was at. And I kept on thinking, get me out of this. And finally, the station, I'm a press operator at a company. And finally, the press went down to a point where they weren't going to run it like that anymore. So I got off the job. I spent the rest of the night cleaning, but my manifestation is happening crazy. So if you start to do the dream like, if you start to meditate, do the chakra stuff, and get just start to help yourself more than like anything, just do the inner work, stop seeing things as good and bad, you're gonna explode basically. Like my enthusiasm for this video. That is the video. I know I didn't use the paint as much as I wanted to, but it doesn't matter. I feel my enthusiasm definitely showed. But that is the video. You should love yourself as much as you love other people. Walk and just walk on that. Walk on finding a balance, and you'll go far. So like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment, do what you feel like you need to do, and I will definitely get back to you if you comment. I know I'm relatively new channel, but it's what I do. I'm gonna make sure to always comment. I don't like channels that don't comment. I don't like seeing that. It it feels like disingenuous or something. So that's the end of the video. Have a good day. May the love and light bless you, and I hope everyone feels the energy. It's a great feeling. If you start doing these things, you're gonna feel the energy. You're gonna adapt your body to feeling the energy more and more. So that's about it. Have a good day. Bye bye.